What if I told you the same belief that can transform your life can also quietly destroy it? For centuries, mystics, philosophers, and even modern neuroscientists have agreed on one thing. Your mind shapes your reality. Your expectations influence your behavior. Your beliefs alter your perception. Your focus literally filters what you see. But here's the part they whispered instead of shouted. There's a trap. And if you fall into it, manifestation doesn't empower you, it imprisons you. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to use the power of your mind without getting crushed by it. Long before Instagram quotes, ancient Stoics, Buddhist teachers, and Hermetic philosophers were saying the same thing. We don't see the world as it is. We see it as we are. Modern psychology backs this up. Cognitive bias, confirmation bias. The reticular activating system in your brain filters millions of bits of data per second and shows you what it thinks is important. Buy a red car? Suddenly you see red cars everywhere. Focus on opportunities? You notice them. Focus on rejection? You find it. Your mind is not a camera, it's a highlighter. But here's where it gets interesting. A highlighter doesn't create the textbook, it just emphasizes certain lines. And that distinction changes everything. When people say thoughts create reality, they often imagine the universe as Amazon Prime for desires. Think it, feel it, delivered tomorrow. But in practical terms, manifestation works through alignment. Your beliefs shape your decisions, your body language, your tone of voice, your risk tolerance, and your persistence. If you believe you're capable, you try longer. If you expect success, you prepare differently. If you feel worthy, you negotiate better. Over time, those micro adjustments compound. That's not mysticism. That's psychology plus behavior plus time. But here's the danger. When we misunderstand this principle, we step straight into the trap. The trap is believing you control everything. Somewhere along the self-help wave, the message shifted from "you influence your reality" to "you are 100% responsible for everything that happens to you." And that is not empowering. It's crushing. If your business fails, you didn't believe hard enough. If you get sick, you must have had negative energy. If a relationship ends, you attracted it. This mindset quietly turns every setback into self-blame. It creates anxiety, hypervigilance, emotional repression. Instead of feeling sadness, you suppress it because you're afraid you'll manifest more sadness. That's not growth. That's fear wearing a spiritual costume. The wisest thinkers who believed in mental power also believed in humility. The Stoics talked about the dichotomy of control. You control your effort, not the outcome. You control your response, not the storm. Even modern research agrees. Resilience doesn't come from believing you control everything. It comes from understanding what you can influence and what you must accept. Humility doesn't weaken manifestation. It stabilizes it. It reminds you that you are powerful, but not all-powerful. And that's freeing, because if you don't control everything, you're not guilty for everything. Here's another side effect nobody warns about. When manifestation works, the ego can explode. You think, I did this, I manifested this, I attracted this. But success is never solo. You didn't invent electricity. You didn't build the internet. You didn't create the economy. You didn't control the timing of market shifts. You participated in a web of factors. Recognizing that doesn't shrink your accomplishment. It grounds it. And grounded people last longer than inflated ones. Because ego hates randomness. And life is full of randomness. This is critical. If you believe every thought creates reality, you start policing your mind like a dictator. No negative thoughts allowed. But neuroscience shows that suppressing emotions makes them stronger. It increases stress responses. It creates cognitive load. It amplifies anxiety. Ironically, trying to avoid manifesting negativity can make you more negative. Healthy manifestation isn't about pretending everything is sunshine. It's about feeling everything without letting it define your identity. You can feel fear without becoming fear. You can feel doubt without becoming doubt. Acceptance is not surrender, it's regulation. So what actually works? Focus, effort, surrender. Direct your attention intentionally. Prime your brain for opportunity. Take aligned, consistent action. Tiny steps count. Release attachment to exact outcomes. That last part is the secret sauce. When you're obsessed with a specific result, you tense up. You overanalyze. You panic when progress looks different than expected. But when you surrender the timeline and the exact form, you stay adaptable. And adaptability wins long term. Think of it like planting a seed. You choose the seed. You water it. You give it sunlight. But you do not scream at the soil every morning demanding a tomato by Tuesday. That's not manifestation. That's madness. Here's the healthiest mindset shift. Take responsibility for your inputs. Release blame for the outputs. You are responsible for your effort, your attitude, your learning, and your boundaries. You are not responsible for the global economy, other people's trauma, random illness, natural disasters, or timing beyond your control. This distinction protects your mental health. It lets you grow without shaming yourself. It lets you improve without collapsing. And ironically, that stability makes you more likely to succeed. So yes, your mind creates reality. But not by bending the universe like a superhero. It shapes your perception. It influences your behavior. It alters your nervous system. It impacts your relationships. That's powerful enough. You don't need mystical omnipotence to change your life. You need clarity, humility, and disciplined focus. Because the true trap was never negative thinking. The trap was believing you had to control the entire universe with your mind. And the moment you let that go, your power actually grows. Here's the takeaway. Your thoughts influence your world, but they are not the sole author of it. Master your focus, take bold action, and stay humble enough to accept what you can't control. If this shifted your perspective, you'll love the next video where we break down how to rewire limiting beliefs without falling into toxic positivity. Hit like if this helped you see manifestation differently, and subscribe for daily videos on mindset, performance, and real personal growth. I'll see you in the next one.